Hey guys, what's up? Hope everyone has been having a great day. Happy to be back with episode 18, part 1 of my golf vlog series, this time featuring the front 9 at BANDON DUNES. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help me out. Also, we are very close to 50,000 subscribers, so once we hit that mark, I'll be releasing another 18-hole special to commemorate that amazing milestone. So that being said, let's get into it. Also, I do want to apologize. The audio was out for like the first few holes, but I figured it out and got it fixed. So most of the round does have audio. Just the first couple holes is a little bit low. So apologize for that. And I'm actually about to go out in a couple minutes here after this commentary to film the 50,000 subscriber special. So I'm very excited for that, and I'm anticipating that video will probably be out Saturday, maybe Sunday. Just kind of depends on when we hit 50K. So yeah, this was a really fun course to play as well. Definitely more challenging than Sheep Ranch, which I played yesterday. The biggest difference was it was a little bit longer. I think some of these yardages I put up in the video might be inaccurate. What I mean by that is the yardages from the tee box, because I just took basically the tips of the scorecard. I do think there are some tee boxes that are actually further back than the tips on the scorecard. So if some of the yardages seem a little off, that's probably why. So just giving you guys a heads up there. But yeah, it was probably blowing about 20 to 30 miles an hour. But as I've said, I've gotten much more comfortable out in the wind. And I think my ground game has just gotten a lot better. And this is a good example of it right here. Really doing well to keep the ball low on the ground and kind of scooting it on up there. And yeah, that's definitely a shot I didn't really have a couple weeks ago. So this has been great for developing my overall game. And I remember when I would play regular golf as a junior and I would go to a golf course and there would be a lot of wind, I would be almost dreading it and I'd be like kind of nervous. But now I'm much more comfortable and I really feel like I can actually control the game pretty well, even with a lot of wind. So this has definitely been a great way to develop my game. And it's always a fun test playing right in the edge of the Pacific Ocean, because winds definitely blow fast when you're on the edge of the ocean. So now 4-iron here, a bit of headwind and didn't really hit a good shot. It was tough because the lie was on an upslope, so I kind of ended up having hit it higher than I wanted to, but not a terrible shot. It kind of came back in nicely, so I wasn't in a bad situation. I actually got a really great bounce because the fairway to my right actually slopes down to that little swale, so I got a really good kick there. And you can see here just another situation where I'm in a position to be able to make a birdie and really should make a birdie, and it was just all mental. I just kind of psyched myself out, and I really do think one of the most impressive things about tour pros is how they're able to step on the pedal when they start playing well. I think that's something a lot of people, including myself, struggle with, because I think we have preconceived notions of our abilities, and when we start playing near the ceiling of those abilities in our heads, it gets really tough to keep pushing further and further, because we start getting concerned about losing our round more than trying to build on it. And I think that's such a powerful thing to be able to do when you're playing golf. And next time you guys are out playing, I would definitely implore you guys to try this out if you have a good round going. Don't think about, because it's very natural when you have something that you value, so like a good round, because all of us want to shoot good rounds. If you value something, you fear losing it. And I think fear of loss is what causes a lot of people to play poorly. And so if you go into it basically saying, let's say even par is an awesome score for you, and you're through 13 holes and you're even par. If you say, all right, I need to get under par, I need to keep pushing, I need to get as many birdies as I possibly can before I get into the clubhouse, I think that'll help you be able to play really, really, really strong coming in. And you need to feel that way, because if you start trying to protect a score, that's when you start losing everything. So just kind of something I thought would be a nice little thing to bring up. So you guys saw the ocean there. Definitely beautiful to play alongside the ocean, and kind of it's nice to be able to get away from the course a little bit if you're not playing that well. So that was a decent putt there. Kind of left it a little bit short, but still in good position to make my 4. And really solid putt there. Really was rolling the rock well. You can see more view of the ocean here as we get onto the next tee box. And this one was wind was blowing off the left, so my goal was just to put a 2-iron out in the right, hold it off a bit. And I actually do think this tee box was one of those tee boxes that was a lot further. This was more, I think it was like 448, 450, something like that. I'm trying to remember what the plate said on the side of the box, but it was definitely pretty far back. And as you can see here, I'll have a ton left. And I have a 4-iron here. And this is a shot I'm actually extremely proud of, because a lot of things I did really well here. I was able to because it was dead into the wind from the left, and you can see here I really flight this very good and keep it pretty low, keep the spin really low too. And the pin was in the back right corner on a shelf, and I hit a really great shot into the middle of the green. So from that distance with that kind of wind, that's absolutely an awesome shot, at least for me. And I got looks like about 70 feet here to make my 3. And this looked really good all the way. It really, into the last second, it kind of just snapped right, and it hit a piece of the hole. Like, that's how close it was. But awesome especially a tap in. That's great. Now in hole 6, par 3, 203 yards, same club, 4-iron, same wind and everything. So you can see I'm trying to keep my hair out of my eyes. And I might actually have to wear a hair tie, because one of the things that's tough is into a headwind. When I take the club back, the hair will actually whip into my eyes, so it makes it tough to focus. But we're making do with it. And I blow this one out to the right a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Really happy with how I'm keeping that spin under 4,000 with the 4-iron. That's really critical with this wind. And I apologize for the really close of angle here. I was literally right on like a shelf, because there's a bunker like 2 feet by my ball. So I did the best I could. I hit a really good shot here. You can see it landed maybe about 2 feet short, and it would have rolled all the way down. So just kind of got under that one a little too much. Not trying to save my par. And hit a solid putt. I just stayed a little higher than I thought it would. So just knocking that one in for a 3. Now on hole 7. 383 yards, and I think this was awesome, more like 410 if I remember correctly. And hit a great drive here, just a little bit of just a tight little draw up the right center of the fairway. Took a big hop too, and you'll see it got down into the swale here a little bit. And honestly, if I play this hole again, I might actually lay back with the 4-iron, because this is a really, really hard shot to stop, because the green was probably at least 10-12 yards above me. And one of the things people, I think, don't realize is that it's not super obvious unless you've played a lot of golf, is when you have a green that's higher up, what's going to happen is the landing angle, the angle of descent the ball has coming into the green is going to be a lot shallower. And when the landing angle is shallower, the ball will have a tendency to skid more, even if it has a lot of spin, because it won't have the ability to compress into the ground and actually grab. And that's what my ball did here. It only landed about probably 10 feet past the hole, and it had a ton of spin. But because of the height of the landing angle, it skidded all the way to the back. And this was just me being stupid. I deserved to miss that putt, because my putting isn't good enough for me to be able to do that. Just walk up to a 4-footer and nonchalantly just do that. I was just really annoyed at a really bad putt. So now we're going to let some of that aggression out here. So I pulled this one a little bit. Luckily, I did have plenty of room once I got all the way down there. So these were 2 very open holes. You could really definitely hit driver, and because I knew I wouldn't reach that vegetation up there. I did get close because I hit it really hard. So now I got to chip over this vegetation, the 54 degree. Normally I'd use a 60, but the wind was really whipping, and so I was trying to keep it under that. And something else that I obviously have had trouble learning, and I also think would be good for you guys to know at home, the shorter a shot is, the more the wind's going to affect it, percentage based. So if you have a 20-yard shot, it'll probably move your ball at least 3 or 4 yards right to left if it's a 20, 30-mile-an-hour wind. That's something to keep in mind, because when you get that close away, missing, your line by that much can be significant. So it's really important to lead the ball and let the wind take it, because you're not going to have much spin. So definitely taking my time there on that putt. Was not going to miss another 3.5-footer like that. On hole 9, par 5, 550 some yards, and just absolutely melting another one. Really happy with how consistent my shot shape was today with the driver. It's typically a little bit tough to predict, but absolutely killed this one. Only 195 yards left with the 46-degree wedge. a bit downwind, so I was, that's not my stock number by any means. It's more like 170, but I really wanted to be careful about going long. And when you have a lot of speed and you have downwind, things can get away from you quickly, and that's something you always have to be prepared for. And so I hit this one pretty good, pulled it just a bit left, and I think I was pin high here and have about a 5-10 yard chip to try to get up and down. And so just trying to really get a feel for the grass, and guess what happens, guys? In she rolls. So that was even part 36. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.